Years passed. Anita worked tirelessly, sweeping people's compound, washing clothes, and selling food on the streets to survive. Her hands were rough, her back ached, and her spirit grew heavier with each passing day. Peace, her daughter, grew into a bright, cheerful little girl, kind, obedient, and full of life. She would sing church songs she learned from Anita's old choir notebook, hum tunes, and laugh freely, blissfully unaware of the bitterness her mother carried. But Anita, she couldn't bring herself to love the child. Every time Peace ran to her with open arms, Anita would push her away. "Go play, Peace," she would mutter, voice hard, heart colder than ever. She didn't ask to be born, Anita told herself over and over. She is the reason my life is ruined. Even so, Anita couldn't escape the weight of responsibility. She worked extra hours to feed the girl, to send her to school, and to protect her from the cruelty of the world. It was love, yes, but twisted and buried beneath layers of hate and regret. One day, while walking through the market, Anita heard a familiar voice. "Anita, is that you?" Her heart stopped. It was Tolu. Tall, confident, unsuccessful, he had changed, but his eyes still held that same gentleness she had once loved. Anita's hands shook. "Tolu, you're here," she whispered. He looked at Peace, who had hidden behind her mother's skirt. "She's beautiful," he said softly, eyes full of wonder. Anita's heart clenched. She felt a storm of emotions, shame, anger, sadness, longing. But she couldn't show weakness. "Not now. Don't get close to us," she said sharply. "Stay away." Tolu nodded slowly, sensing her pain. But deep down, he knew their story was far from over. As they walked away, Peace tugged at Anita's hand, smiling. "Mom, why did that man look at me like he knows me?" she asked innocently. Anita said nothing, but inside, she felt the first crack in her hardened heart. The child she hated was beginning to stir something within her, something she had buried for years: hope, forgiveness, and maybe love. Months passed since that fateful encounter at the market. Anita tried to bury the memory of Tolu, tried to push away the stirrings in her heart, but Peace wouldn't let her. The little girl had an uncanny way of noticing things. "She likes him, Mom," her neighbor whispered one day. "You see how she lights up whenever he's around." Anita's heart sank. She wanted to deny it, wanted to shield herself and her daughter from the past. But deep down, she knew Tolu's presence wasn't just coincidence. Then came the day Peace fell seriously ill. Anita panicked, rushing her daughter to the hospital. She had no money for proper treatment. Out of desperation, she called Tolu. "Please, help me." "Peace, she's very sick," Anita whispered, voice breaking. Tolu didn't hesitate. He arrived within the hour, taking control, paying for the bills, and staying by Peace's side. The sight of him, so kind, so selfless, stirred something long buried in Anita. That night, while Peace slept, exhausted but stable, Anita finally broke down. I hated you once, Tolu," she whispered, tears streaming. "I blamed you, blamed everyone, even her. But seeing you care for her, for us, I see now I was wrong." Tolu took her hands in his. "Anita, none of that matters now. All I ever wanted was to be there for you, for both of you." Anita looked at Peace, sleeping peacefully between them, and felt the walls in her heart crumble. She bent down and kissed her daughter's forehead. "I'm sorry, Peace," she whispered. "I never should have hated you. You are my life, my blessing, my peace." The reunion wasn't instant. Healing would take time. But for the first time in years, Anita felt hope, hope for forgiveness, hope for love, and hope for a family restored. And as Tolu held both mother and daughter in his arms, Anita realized something profound. Sometimes, the child we think has ruined our life is the very one who saves it.
All hail the power of Jesus' name. Let angels prostrate fall. Let angels prostrate fall. Bring forth the royal diadem and crown him, crown him, crown him, crown him, and crown him, Lord of crown him, and crown him, Lord of all.
Years had passed since Anita was cast out of her father's house. She had struggled, survived, and grown, raising peace alone while carrying the pain of rejection and bitterness. Now, with Tolu by her side and peace walking proudly beside her, Anita felt ready to face the past. "Are you sure about this?" she asked Tolu nervously. "Yes," he said firmly. "It's time to heal, for you, for peace, and even for your father." Together, they arrived at the old family home. The gates loomed large and familiar. Anita's heart pounded. She had not stepped foot here since her father had sent her away years ago, pregnant and alone, disowned, rejected. Her father opened the door, older now, lines of age and regret etched across his face. His eyes widened in shock as he saw Anita, then peace, and finally Tolu. "Anita, is that really you?" he stammered. Anita took a deep breath, tears welling in her eyes. "Father, I've come to apologize." Her father's lips trembled. "Apologize? But I was the one who sent you away." "Yes," Anita said softly. "I've carried pain for years, but I realize now that holding on to anger doesn't help anyone. I forgive you for sending me out. And I hope you can forgive me too, for the mistakes I made as your daughter." Her father's shoulders sagged, and tears streamed down his face. "Anita, my daughter. I was wrong. I let pride and shame blind me. I disowned you when I should have embraced you. I am so sorry." Anita stepped forward and held Peace out to him. "Father, this is Peace, your granddaughter." Her father knelt, overwhelmed. "Peace, my little angel. I cannot believe I missed so many years." Tolu took her father's hand gently. "Sir, I promise to love and protect them both." Her father looked at Tolu, then at Anita and Peace, and smiled through tears. "Welcome home, Anita. Welcome home, Peace. And thank you, Tolu, for never giving up on them." For the first time in years, Anita felt a weight lift from her shoulders. The pain of being disowned, the bitterness, the hatred, all began to melt away in the warmth of family, love, and forgiveness. Weeks later, Tolu returned with his family to formally ask for Anita's hand in marriage. The compound that once echoed with sorrow now rang with joy and laughter. Her father proudly performed the traditional rites, blessing their union with teary eyes. A few months after, Anita and Tolu celebrated their white wedding, surrounded by friends, family, and the same community that once turned its back on her. Peace walked down the aisle as their little flower girl, smiling brightly, a symbol of the love that survived pain and rejection. That day, Anita realized that even the deepest wounds can heal, when courage, love, and faith guide the way. Moral lesson. This story teaches that no matter how deep the pain of disappointment is, love and forgiveness will always heal more than anger and rejection. To every young, unmarried person, remember this: stay away from sexual activities or anything that can lead to it. One moment of pleasure can bring a lifetime of regret. Keep yourself pure, focus on your dreams, and wait for the right time and the right person. To parents, no matter how disappointed you feel, never disown your child because of an unwanted pregnancy. Correct them with love, guide them, and help them rise again, because rejection only deepens their pain. And to every youth, be mindful of the kind of movements you make with the opposite sex. Not every outing, visit, or just friendship is safe. Set boundaries and protect your future. Because at the end of the day, mistakes can be forgiven, but prevention is far better than regret. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this story, please subscribe to my YouTube channel Marvelous Stories TV and click the notification bell so you don't miss any new stories. On Facebook, don't forget to follow, like, comment, and share this video to support my page.